Well, wedding season will soon be upon us. Have you got the perfect venue picked out just yet for your event? Well, I have a suggestion for you. I'm here at Best Western Plus in Arcola with Cassie Yoder with Green Mill Village. We're excited to be here. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for coming and taking a tour of the space and getting to see kind of the behind the scenes of what it looks like before an event or before a conference will happen.
Well, yeah, because I know Valentine's Day is past, Christmas also. Maybe lots of people out there got rings under the tree or in the little chocolate box. So let's talk about why this space would be great for a wedding reception.
Well, you know, we're right off of I-57, so it's very convenient for whether somebody is planning something that's from the Champaign area, Moultrie, Douglas counties. It's really convenient and easy to get to. So we sit right off of the interstate in Arcola, and it is a full hotel and conference center. So the space is huge. There's patio space as well. So for those that are a little concerned about, you know, the germs and whatnot, there's a full patio space. So the event could happen indoors, outdoors. There's a lot of different options.
And when it comes to options, it's nice to have that as an option, but with COVID last year just derailing everyone's plans, is now the time to book things? Is it open?
Yes.
Ready to go?
Yeah, so that's a really great question, Heather. So we get a lot of phone calls, and really our job is educating brides, their families, to really not wait. Now, we know last year so many dates got canceled, and depending on the venue, we can't speak for everybody, but there was a lot of venues that kind of did dirty a lot of those families, that you were just out. So if you didn't hold your wedding and it didn't happen, you were just out of luck. We don't conduct business that way. So if something would happen, that a date would need to be shifted or changed because of something like that, if the numbers would rise again, we then work with the families to move the date to an alternative month, so that way they're still able to have their event. And that goes for weddings, that goes for conferences. We really do try to work with someone to make sure that everything goes the way that they planned. I mean, it's a huge time for families.
Yeah, it is. And now we've got the conference space right here back behind us. If we come take like a little peek in, it's just a big, huge open space, but this venue can be transformed. Now, can we talk food? Because I know we're here in Amish country. Yoder's right down the road there in Arthur. Do you have to use your caterer, or can they bring in whoever they want? How does that work?
So we are one of the few places that do not restrict you when it comes to those type of relationships. Obviously, they have to be a certified caterer. They have to go through all the proper channels through the health department, but we do not make it to where, like most hotels, you have to use their caterer and their caterer only. So we allow you to bring in, because we want those partnerships with the community. We're located here in a small town, and while we may be small here in Arcola, you have a lot of options in the surrounding communities so that you can make your event or you can make your conference exactly, you know, basically a reflection of who you are as a couple, or maybe from a corporate culture side of things, you want it to reflect who you are as a company. So we let them have those options.
Okay, let's really quickly talk wedding etiquette during a pandemic.
Yeah, that's a really great thing to bring up. We get a lot of questions, and I know that with our partnerships with other people, whether it's florists, whether it's designers, whether it's caterers, you know, a lot of times they're getting asked questions like, well, can I get a discount because it's in the middle of a pandemic? And so what we really try to educate brides and families to say is that we just had so many of these businesses take an entire financial loss all of last year. So it wasn't just the venues that lost out, it was the florists, it's the food, all of these different people had events that canceled. So we try to say, when it comes to etiquette, keep that in mind when you're talking to these businesses and getting everything lined up for your event, that really now is the least amount of time to be asking, can I get a discount? Or what are you gonna give me? Because, you know.
We love those.
Yeah, exactly. And many of them will still work with you, but it is something that we do try to keep in mind, that there is a lot of small businesses, it's their bread and butter. So when you order something from a florist that's local, I mean, you're paying for maybe that person's grandkids, you know, dance class. And so that's something to really keep in mind from the small business side of things, is that everybody is really working together to ensure that this event goes off without a hitch. But these are all family-owned businesses, so we've all been there. You know, we know what it's like. Our sisters or our moms or our grandmas, we all know what that feels like, and we're really just trying to help come together to have the event of your dreams.
Well, and with a big wide open space like this, you can make it whatever you want it to be for whatever big occasion you may be celebrating. We appreciate you having us out here.
Yes, thanks for taking a look.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, if you need any more information about planning the reception, dream wedding, whatever event you have coming up in the future here at the Best Western Plus in Arcola, we'll connect you at CILiving.tv.